Hi, my name's Eddie Castañeda. I'm a professor in behavioral neuroscience here in the psychology department. The kind of research that I do integrates behavior from psychology, biological systems, neurochemistry. I even deal with a little bit of physics, so it's a really integrative approach that we use in behavioral neuroscience. I ask questions specifically about Parkinson's disease, where certain neurons that produce a neurotransmitter called dopamine die, and it turns out that the neurons that are still alive somehow compensate to release more dopamine to make up for the absence of the ones that have died. These allow people to continue to perform behavior near normal. And so one of the questions I ask is, how do these neurons know how to compensate? How do they increase the amount of dopamine they release? It's a very mechanical kind of question. I'm also interested in drug addiction because with repeated exposure to drugs of abuse, especially stimulant drugs, there's an increase in the behavioral response that you see in humans that leads to the addictive properties. And so it turns out that repeated exposure to amphetamine or cocaine also enhances kind of an overflow of dopamine, very similar to the compensatory changes that take place in Parkinson's. So I'm interested in how that overflow of dopamine in response to stimulant drugs takes place. I'm very um, chemical in my approach to understanding these behavioral changes. I use a rat model to study these two disease states, and I'm interested in students that are highly motivated. It's very challenging because, as I mentioned, you have to learn about behavior for psychology, chemistry, anatomy, biology, and so on. And so, if you're motivated and you have a high desire to go to graduate school, you should come see me about maybe working in my laboratory. We can talk some more.